Hi, Christian here. I can't think of an intro. Top 10 times Disney has made fun of itself. Let's go.
The House of Mouse knows how to laugh at itself. Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times Disney made fun of Disney. For this list, we're looking at our favorite times that Disney poked fun at its own movies or rides, through sly winks and nods in other films. Number 10, Chicken Little's opening scene, Chicken Little.
Oh. Okay.
Where to begin?
Disney's 1994 movie The Lion King is one of the company's most beloved, and features one of the most iconic opening segments in the history of cinema.
Yeah.
The Circle of Life is epic and majestic, and was used for some comic relief in a much less renowned Disney flick, Chicken Little. In the opening of this 2005 film, the narrator considers where to start, and then shows a sun rising over a plane that looks awfully familiar.
I got it. Here we go. Here's how to open a movie. No, I don't think so. It sounds familiar, doesn't it to you?
It was a great way to get a laugh from the audience in the movie's first few minutes. Number 9, Brinks' Sea Shanty, Beverly Hills Family Robinson. Yo ho, a pirate's...
Beverly Hills? When I think of Disney, Beverly Hills is not one of them. And I don't know a thing about Beverly Hills.
Life for me.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Yoo-hoo, pirates!
Anyone who's been to one of the Disney parks will likely recognize this tune from the fan-favorite ride Pirates of the Caribbean. Long before the ride was adapted into a blockbuster film franchise, another live-action Disney flick was making reference to the popular attraction. The 1997 movie Beverly Hills Family Robinson shows an LA family having encounters with real-life pirates.
I thought pirates had eye patches and talking parrots, and frilly shirts like the artist formerly known as Prince.
No, we're modern-day pirates. We steal yachts and sell them.
At one point, the pirate Brinks leads a chorus of Yo Ho, a Pirate's Life for Me, recalling the pirates we know and love.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Number 8, listening to Hakuna Matata.
Oh,
Toy Story.
yeah.
The Lion King was released in 1994, and the following year saw the release of the groundbreaking Pixar movie Toy Story.
Local law enforcement. It's about time you got here. I'm Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger, Universe Protection Unit. My ship has crash-landed here by mistake.
Despite the short time frame between their releases, the creators of Toy Story still managed to squeeze in a cheeky reference to the earlier film.
Hakuna Matata.
It means no
It
worries.
means no worries.
At the climax of the movie, we see Woody careening behind the family's moving van in serious danger. But in a quick scene change, we're given a glimpse into the family car, where everything is serene and they're listening to a version of Hakuna Matata on the radio. Come on, Woody, it means no worries.
I don't know why they put in Hakuna Matata in Toy Story, but okay.
Number 7, a singing, dancing mouse, Muppet Treasure Island. Not everyone associates the Muppets with Disney, but 1996's Muppet Treasure Island was indeed a Disney production.
Long John Silver, at your humble service.
In the film, when our heroes meet Long John Silver, they question the lobster he keeps as a pet on his shoulder where they'd expect to see a parrot. But when they inquire, the lobster defends himself, saying a parrot would be absurd. As absurd as, say, a musically talented mouse.
What an imagination! First pirates, now talking parrots? What's next? A singing, dancing mouse with his own amusement park?
This tongue-in-cheek reference is, of course, to the Disney parks, where a Muppet-themed attraction actually existed when the movie was released. Number 6, Hans Christian Andersen, Frozen 2.
Hans Christian Andersen reference in Frozen 2? I've watched the movie once or twice. I don't recall that.
When Elsa finally arrives in Otto Holland, she sees and walks among various snow memories. One of the scenes she witnesses takes place between her mother and father, as Iduna asks Agnar about the book he's reading.
What are you reading, Your Majesty?
Some new Danish author.
He says it's by some new Danish author, and from the cover image you can tell it's supposed to be Hans Christian Andersen's The Little Mermaid. But not only did Andersen write The Little Mermaid, he also penned The Snow Queen, which is the fairy tale that Frozen is largely based on. Meta.
Ah!
Number 5, Zazu singing It's a Small World, The Lion King. When Zazu...
It's a Small World. I've never heard of it. The only time I kind of heard about it, but it was through the Nostalgia Critic, and from what I've heard from Scar and the Nostalgia Critic, it's not very loved.
Zazu is being held captive by Scar and the Lion King. He's expected to entertain him by singing. Scar deems his choice of tune to be too maudlin and suggests something more upbeat.
Oh, Zazu, do lighten up.
The song that Zazu picks next is one of the most notoriously annoying in the Disney repertoire. It's The Small World. Taken from the ride of the same name present in the Disney parks, the repetitive song has driven the best of us nuts. And even the villainous Scar isn't able to handle it and quickly shuts it down.
Wow.
It's a small world after all. No, anything but that.
Number 4.
Okay.
Hopper explaining the circle of life. A Bug's Life.
So where is it?
Again, I've watched this movie. I couldn't detect the reference. Exactly. It's been a while since I watched the movie. For the record, I did enjoy it.
Where's my food?
Considering The Lion King's popularity, it should come as no surprise that so many later Disney films decided to reference it. In The Lion King, Mufasa explains the world to his son Simba using the metaphor of the circle of life. In A Bug's Life, released in 1998, the tyrannical Hopper alludes to the same concept, yet with a much less poetic and more self-serving meaning.
It's a bug-eat-bug world out there, Princess. One of those circle of life kind of things. Now let me tell you how things are supposed to work.
His oppression of the ants, he claims, is just the natural order of things. Part of a circle of life that leaves the ants at the bottom of the food chain.
Oh, come on! It's a great story! Ow.
Number 3. Genie.
Yeah, now might be a good time to mention how many Lion King references are there with Pixar, and oh my gosh, that is a kind of a scary face to pause into. I had to pause at that face. But yeah, how many Pixar films how many Disney films makes references to The Lion King after it came out?
Genie's goofy hat.
Okay,
Aladdin. Genie cycles through countless pop culture references and impersonations throughout Aladdin. But when the story reaches its conclusion and all the characters get their happy endings, Genie is finally free.
I'm free. Quick.
Well,
wish for something outrageous. Say, I want the Nile. Wish for the Nile. Try that.
I wish for the Nile.
No way!
He dresses up in a Hawaiian shirt and a goofy hat, looking like he's ready for a trip to the most magical place on Earth.
Oh, all of you, come over here. Big group hug. Group hug. Oh, do you mind if I kiss the monkey?
Hey, if you could go anywhere, why not Disneyland? But there's an extra layer to this reference, because Genie is actually dressed exactly like Robin Williams was in a 1989 promotional short he shot for the park.
Sir, pardon me. You, sir, there. Yes, sir. Could you give us a little help today?
Oh, yes. Well, wait a minute. You're Walter Cronkite, and that's the way it is. Hold on, Walter. Can you just a moment?
That is amazing. Number 2, Timon singing Be Our Guest.
Can we not talk about that, please? No! Number 1, Vanellope meets the Disney princesses. I kind of saw it coming.
1. Vanellope meets the Disney princesses. Ralph breaks the internet. In a segment from 2018's Wreck-It Ralph sequel, Vanellope finds herself surrounded by all the Disney princesses we've come to know and love over the years. The entire scene walks an artful line between fan service for viewers who would love to see all these famous ladies hanging out together, and poking fun at the similarities that the characters share. They tackle the princesses' motherlessness, their tendency to break out into song, their damsel in distress syndrome, and of course, their constricting clothing. This scene is both hilarious and manages to skewer the princess trope, all while being in good fun. Do you agree with our picks?
Quite. Except number 2. Alright, so Genie made some Disney references, but when it comes... the Genie has made more than one Disney reference, like the crab from The Little Mermaid when reading the book, and then the Pinocchio with the long nose. But the goofy hat, that's not what I think about. I just think about that Brooke and Sebastian being caught in the finger. That's really all I like to think of. And yeah, it is cool to see the princesses all together in a movie, even if it was less than 5 minutes when comparing the screen time. Or around 5 minutes, rather. I don't know. What else is there to say? But self-awareness, it can be a good thing. Except when it comes to the live-action Lion King. Number 2, it just really hurts me. Because the Lion King remake, nobody asked for it. I do not think it's very good. I mean, I like the music. Some of the new music. Like, when the music that's playing when Simba's fur was flying out and stuff. I like that music piece. But, yeah. I got nothing else to say. Other than, when's the Disney Princess spin-off gonna come out? And is it gonna use some of my ideas, like some kind of apocalypse and the Mr. X chasing the princess? Anyways, please consider liking and subscribing if you like what you see. And have a good day or night and take care.